Let's get down to your reading, my collective, and see the messages that are coming in for you, my collective, okay? You are appreciated by me so much for just stopping here and choosing me, all right? So I'm getting a karmic reset that could be happening at this time. So pay attention. It can be the messages that you are receiving at this time because they are very specific. There's a sense of shift that is happening for some of you, and this is something that is major. This is something that you can't necessarily ignore at this time, my collective here. Okay, so you could be seeing 99 or double eight or triple eight. For some of you, 144. You could be seeing 1333. Okay, 1333 on the clock, something like that, collective. 333, I'm also getting for some of you. So you could be seeing these type of numbers. I'm also getting 1212, okay? So if you are frequently seeing these numbers, this message might literally be for you here, guys, okay? So there's a sense of relief and release that is happening at this time for you, my collective here, okay? So you have freed something energetically in spirit. So you are literally free from the karmic debt that comes with your own spirit guides, your ancestors, okay? These are the debt that are connected to your lineage, your bloodline here, guys, okay? So whatever that is, it has been paid off, okay? This is something that has been paid off, and it is somewhat releasing you, freeing you so that you can step into your new chapter in life here, guys, okay? So this is something that you have to recognize for some of you, if this is something that perhaps you are not seeing here, guys, okay? As in from the 8th until the 11th, these 3 days can be very crucial for some of you here, guys. So it's very important to pay heed, to listen to your intuition, your own spirit guides, and also your dream state here, guys, okay? Yeah, something like that. For some of you, I'm also getting, there was some type of a manipulation that perhaps it could have occurred, or there was some type of a manipulation that perhaps the enemy tried to, to implement. But this is something that has failed immensely in spirit, mainly because your own spirit guides are now free, and you have moved from that position of karmic situation here, okay? Something like that. It is more like when the account is closed, so they can't necessarily withdraw, or also deposit something, because I'm also getting the energy of those type of energy that literally wanted you to more like pay their karmic debt, okay, so that they can literally make use of the good energy that is meant for you at this time. So they were literally trying to switch sides in a way energetically through the energy of manipulation, okay? So it can be that they literally tried to deposit something in spirit energetically, only to find that the account is already closed because the debt is somewhat paid off completely. So these are the energies that are used to doing this, okay? Used to playing around your energy, your auric field, mainly because of your karmic record, okay? Remember that when you have a karmic record, it can be based on your soul as an individual, okay? As in like your past life karma that you have to pay in this lifetime. So you attract exactly the very same energies, okay? Because of this is your karma. But once the karma is cleared, so this simply means that that account is closed. So nothing can be done as far as whatever that is concerned. So those are the energies that were literally making use of that very same account, mainly because it can be the karmic relations that you had in the past life with the very same specific individuals, okay? So they have access mainly because of the karmic record. So this is something that is was more karmic, and perhaps you had to go through so that you free yourself entirely from whatever the karmic debts that you had spiritually, as far as your soul mission is concerned here, okay? Now that you're free, it's more like their plans really, they backfired like that in spirit because it was not necessarily supported. So I'm also getting access denied. That's another thing that I'm also getting. So we'll dive in here to the dragon's card and see the type of dragon that is literally coming in for you at this time here, guys. Also, we also having the conjunction of Saturn and Venus here. So this is something that is amplifying this. If not amplifying it, it's more like it's a seal. It's sealing whatever deal, whatever that already is more of a deal spiritually. Energetically, this is something that is being sealed during this time, okay? Because this conjunction doesn't necessarily allow karmic energies to enter. So Venus is all about light. Venus is all about visibility. So it's more like you will start seeing the result that comes with your own spirit guides. For some of you, I'm also getting, ancestral inheritance that was somewhat, away from you in that sense. Not necessarily away, but you did not necessarily have access because of the history, because of the karma, the cause and the effect, something like that here, guys. Okay, this is something that is for some of you that is being released at this time. Okay, for some of you it is just your soul that you are free to step into that version of yourself, okay, where you are not necessarily being restricted, as in like doing what your soul feels it is right for you, not necessarily doing things because you are being forced. Remember that when you have a karmic debt that you have to pay, you have to abide, regardless whether you like what you do or not. This is something that you have to go through. This is a test that you have to pass, okay, something like that, so that you free yourself from whatever this situation. It's more like being in jail. You don't necessarily have a say, you just abide by the rules. Exactly. Even in spirit, it's more like being in spiritual jail, where you have to abide with spiritual laws, so that you free yourself from that situation, and now you become free, spiritually, so to speak, something like that. So we'll dive and see what type of dragon is connecting with my collective energy at this time. Always remember, the readings here are general like that. So take whatever that resonates with you, my collective, and leave the rest for others to appreciate. Okay, so let's see what type of dragon is connecting with my collective at this time. The orange dragon. This is the dragon that is connected more to the sun's energy. So it brings soul families. Did you get that? It brings soul families and communities together. So this is more of a reunion between you and your spirit team. Okay? It's more of a reunion between you and your spirit team, or should I say your soul families. Okay, so you are reuniting with your soul families that were literally away because of the karma, the already I have emphasized. So it's more like now everything is coming in together for some of you here at this time. Okay, so it spread the sense of belonging. So you are now being rightfully positioned here, guys. Okay, so it spread the belonging, the warmth of oneness, bringing people everywhere together. Okay, so it's like all your spirit team are now together. They are now united, including those that were away mainly because of that their karma. Okay, for some of you it can also be connected to some of your own spirit guides that were not necessarily in the pack of your own spirit team because of the karma that they carry. Okay, so they did not necessarily have access to you here, or to grant you or to bless you in some way because of the karma that was supposed to be cleared in some way, shape or form here. Okay, some of the things that you can see, it can be you dreaming of those type of ancestors that were not necessarily visiting you for the longest time or something like that here, guys. Okay, so it's more like now they have access to you. Okay, something like that here. So color orange could be specific here. So this simply means that the sun will shine now bright as far as you are concerned here, my collective here, guys. Okay, so let's get another dragon here. Yeah, we have the golden Atlantean dragon. Need I say? We're having orange, we're having gold. So these are the energies that are more attracted to the sun's light. Okay. Yeah, something like that. So this one here, it helps you to remember the wisdom of the golden Atlantis. So it is bringing back the knowledge that comes to your own spirit team, your own spirit guides, etc. here, guys, so that you can literally make use of it now. Okay, something like that. So awaken, bring back your knowledge, gifts, and talent, reclaim your mastery. So this is more like you claiming your power now, okay, to the fullest form. Remember that everything happens in one step at a time. There is no something that happens in one go here, guys. Okay, you move, you learn as you go. Okay, so this is something that was more of a something that literally took time. So now you have reached that point, that peak. Okay, it's like climbing a mountain, and now you are reaching the mountain top. So the enemy is somewhat trying to attack you, even though they are somewhere down there and you are up there. You can now see things from a clearer view now. Okay, you understand even the direction that you are somewhat hitting at this time here, my collective. Okay, that's another thing that I'm also getting here, guys. Okay, so yeah, it's more like you are claiming that power now. Okay, so they don't necessarily have access over you, they don't necessarily have access over um, even the gifts that comes with you, or they can't necessarily even manipulate the energy itself at this time here. This is something that is now restricted. Remember that Saturn is that planet that will restrict you, also restrict you, your gifts, your talents, how you move, how you show up to the world. Okay, the benefits that comes with, also the talents that comes with you. So it restricts you in that manner. Okay, so now it's more like you are free from those restrictions here. Okay, so because you are free from those restrictions, the very same people that are literally trying to gain access, they are now the ones that are being restricted from entering your space at this time here, mainly because you have cleared your karma, guys. Okay, yeah, something like that for you here, guys. Okay, so we'll dive in here to the tarot and see exactly what this is for you, my collective. Spirit, can you speak more as far as the energy that is here is concerned? Can you speak more for my collective as far as the energy that is here is concerned? Spirit, speak, please. And thank you. Need I say? So we're having the star. This is Aquarius energy. You could be an Aquarius. It doesn't have to be. Also with the golden Atlantean dragon. This is the dragon that is more connected to Neptune here. Okay, something like that. So with the star card here, this is you claiming your star. Okay, your soul star. For some of you, it's more like your soul star chakra. It is active at this time here, guys. Okay, or this was more of the chakra that was um more like what the enemy tried to attack so that they can gain access to your soul star. Okay, something like that. But this is something that has been granted to you. The ace, this is more like the new chapter. This is the new you. So there is this fire that is burning within you for some of you. So if this is more like connected to you guys, you will feel it. You will also get to feel the vibration also, that there could be something that is kind of like shifting energetically when it comes to you guys. Okay, yeah, something like that. The ace, it is that fire, it is that gift that is somewhat being granted to you. Okay, this is something that has been granted to you here, guys. Okay, yeah, something like that, something like that. So let's see more. Spirit, can you speak more as far as the energy that is here is concerned? All right, so now you are in charge of it. Now you are in charge of it. So you just have to do the needful here. You just have to do the needful here, okay? With the page, is it the page of wands? Yes, okay. So this is more like you know exactly what needs to be done by you here, by implementing whatever that you have to do energetically, okay, to step into your north node here, guys, okay? Yeah, something like that. With also Rahu and Mars at play, it's more like they are also pushing you, giving you that energy that you need here, that fiery energy, so that you step into your north node. Okay, yeah, something like that. So let's see more cards. Let's see more. So you could be in Aries. Okay, so this is a shift, this is a transition. The Six of Swords is you crossing that threshold. This is you transitioning. Okay, this is you moving ahead now. So there is no stopping you now, and there is no looking back even here, guys. Okay, yeah, something like that, something like that here. So let's see. Spirit, speak more here. The Chariot. You're having the Chariot. So this is Cancer energy. So it could be Cancer. It doesn't have to be here, guys. Okay. So now your car is ready to move. With the Chariot at the heart, they can't necessarily stop this now. This is something that already is confirmed. So they can't fight this. By fighting, it's more like them inviting energies that can literally work even more against them. Okay. Something like that, because already this is something that is confirmed spiritually, energetically here, guys. Okay. Yeah, something like that. So whatever that is happening now, it's more like I don't know how to put this. More like when something already, it's more of a deal, and now it is only like when you are letting people know who got the job, but it's like already the company has already assigned a person before they can also, before they can even uh you know give the applications, as in like people can literally apply for the job or whatever. But already it's more like they already know who's got the position, something like that. Okay. So because of this, it's more of a deal. Whatever that is happening is more of a um practicality of some sort here. The deal is sealed already. Even if they fight, it's more of a sham fight here with the five of swords at the bottom of the deck here, guys. Okay. The deal is sealed. Okay. The deal is already sealed. Your way has been made up already, guys. Okay. Yeah, something like that. So one more card. One more card. We're having the Knight of Cups. So expect messages coming in from your own spirit, guys. Here it can be through a person. Remember how spirit operates. Okay, it can be through a person. It doesn't have to be. So we're also having two pages. It's more, no, it's not necessarily two pages. We're having the Page of Wands and also the Knight of Cups. It can be that there will also be people that will definitely be helping you along your journey here. Okay, something like, yeah, more like your destiny help us here, guys. Okay, yeah, something like that, because already this is something that you have won here with the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck. So let's see the influence. What could be the influence here? The Moon, those hidden enemies. So it can be that it is not something that is also hidden. For some of you, I'm also getting, because your intuition is somewhat sharp now. This is something that you can see in spirit. This is something that already appeared in your dreams. Perhaps these people have made themselves known because they are exposed energetically. So therefore, you can see them. It can be in your dreams, okay, or through your meditation or anything like that here, guys. Okay. And these are the people that you have dealt with for a long time. For some of you here with the Six of Cups, it doesn't have to be a person here, guys. Okay. It can be an entity. It can be a group of more of a cult of some sort that it was more trying to hold you back in some way here. That's another thing that I'm also getting here, guys. Okay. Yeah, something like that. So let's get another influence. What could be another influence here? The Ace of Cups. For some of you, these are the people that you loved, the people that you cherished. Okay. Those that you literally share a cup of tea with. Okay. These are not more like random people that perhaps for some of you don't even know. For some of you, it can also be just something that is happening energetically. Remember that as a soul, there are energies that are more connected to you. It can be through karmic connections, through your past lives or anything like that. So these are the energies that are more similar to you. You may find that there are a group of people that are always after you, always fighting you. Why? Because they are karmically connected to you. So this is something that is more karmic. They know you energetically. So it's more like you fighting the forces that you can't necessarily see. These are the forces that for some of you already you have overcome here. Okay. That's exactly what I'm getting here. Yeah. The World. This is Saturn's energy. This is the end of that hard phase that you have been undergoing, like repeating cycles over and over again, over and over again. So moreover, I'm also getting there's a sense of clarity now. Like I said, you are receiving messages here. Okay, so pay attention more, because there's a sense of clarity as to why you had to go through all of that. What was the whole purpose of everything? Okay, Yeah, something like that. So this is something that for some of you, it's being revealed in spirit here. Now you know. It's like now you are aware, okay? Yeah, something like that. So it is not something that is more of a shock to you here, guys, okay? Yeah, not something that can be more shocking, okay? Something like that. So let's see, what is it that your ancestors have to say? At the bottom, we're having the elder. It is that type of energy when you have those type of ancestors that have more of karmic connections, and they can't necessarily help you in some situation, mainly because of the energy that they carry, okay? Always remember, when your own spirit guides have more of karmic debt, okay? Say for instance, your own spirit guides engage in things that were not necessarily spiritually aligned, so more like they were spiritual rebels, so they can't necessarily fight for you when spiritual rebels are rebelling against you, because this is more of the karmic laws that are there. You can't fight your own. So because in spirit they appear more like same energy, they can't fight. Instead, they can even also help those particular individuals to attack you, because this is more of a karmic energy that they have literally assigned or signed, more of an agreement, a spiritual contract that they have agreed on, mainly because they were energy stealers in the past. So that's why they're suffering in the present, unless or until you free them from those bondages here. Only then they can be able to fight for you, okay? Other than that, it's more like you will keep on fighting a losing battle until you get to that point where your elders are freed from that karmic energy, okay, completely. And when that is complete, like the world card here, now it's complete. So these type of energies, these type of ancestors are now coming to the party here to help you, to fight for you, okay? So you don't necessarily have to worry about anything, because everything now is being taken care of. And because your own spirit guides know this energy, and they know exactly how karmic energies operates, okay, they know exactly how this energy operates, it is easy for them to overcome that particular energy, because it is something that they have mastered in spirit, okay, in their past life, something like that. So the elder here is saying healing through the lineage. So you have healed your lineage. So let's get one card here from the ancestors here and see what is it that your ancestors have to say. What is it that your ancestors have to say here? Spirit, one card for my collective. One card here. Okay. All right. So we're having the star ancestor. We're having the star ancestor here coming in, and we're also having the arrows. Need I say? These are the arrows that they literally try to send to you here, okay, to attack what? Whatever that is coming your way here with the spring, okay? Remember, when you see a spring, it simply means that your seeds are just about to grow here. The spring is saying, see your seeds grow. So this means it's time for you now to grow and see a change of some sort as far as your energy is concerned here, guys, okay? At the top, we're having a snake. This could be the energies that you have been dealing with, that they were literally trying to manipulate energetically. This can also mean that you are shedding that old skin. So shed old skin. So you are shedding that old skin, whatever that is, or whatever that has been connecting you with those particular individuals. Remember, whenever shifts happen, you might find yourself or your own spirit guide literally guiding you in a different direction. This is why you don't necessarily have to fight when your own spirit guides are literally guiding you in a different direction. It simply means that your energy is shifting, and so should you, okay? Because you choose to stay in that particular energy. Remember that for the enemy to attack you or be able to catch on with your vibration, they have to be the very same vibrational energy. So if you quantum leap, it simply means that they can't necessarily reach you unless they reach that type of level of spirituality that you are vibrating in at that particular time, okay? So that's why it's very important to shed old skin. When they say move, just like that, you move. Okay, here, something like that. That's another thing that I'm also getting. So let's get the overall energy here for the collective. What's the overall stargazer? We're having a stargazer here. The stargazer is saying, set your sights high. Okay, set your sights high. It is time now to fly high up the sky. Never limit yourself. Those limitations are over. Those restrictions are over. You have now become the wise one. You're having the wise one at the bottom of the deck here. The wise one is saying, grow within your current situation. Whatever that is over. So at the top, we're having the warrior here. Okay. The warrior is saying, be fearless and stand strong. This is mass energy that is somewhat giving you that push to step into your higher version, that version of yourself. Perhaps you are afraid to step into, perhaps you are questioning at this time. Okay, you don't have to. So there will be that time when you feel caught between a rock and a hard place, as in like, should you take left, should you take right? Also remember, the enemy will never stop. So this is that time when you have to step up and also rise above the ashes. Okay, because you know, now you know, and you have learned from spiritual experience. That's another thing that I'm also getting for someone here. Okay, so this will come in handy. And remember, now you have your own spirit team now supporting you, because they are also free from the bondage. They are also free from those karmic energies that they were operating from. So it's more like there is nothing that they can use against you at this time. All right, something like that for you, my collective. I really hope it does resonate with some of you. Do subscribe to the channel if it does. Okay, and give it a thumbs up. As someone who's watching me for the first time and you find this more related to you, do subscribe to the channel and also hit that notification bell so that you can receive the notification whenever I make a video. Okay, and as I come back, guys, as always, you are appreciated by me so much for always coming back here. Okay, until then, you take care. Bye. Yeah.